Hello and welcome to another episode of Pugsley Crew Reviews, where we watch all manner of films, be they good, bad, or, pure shite. We'll watch them because we like to make ourselves suffer. Today we have returning guest Q9000. How you doing, dude?
Hi, dude. I'm alright. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not doing bad, Been up to much?
No, not really. Getting extremely drunk to see the end of the Euro.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you did say you were going to like a Euro party thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, England lost. Well, unfortunately for people in England.
Yeah, I'm sure the Spanish are very happy with it. But...
Yeah. So the film we are going to be discussing today is Deadpool from 2016. The film with, Ryan Reynolds, not the film I'm sure there's a film called Deadpool with Clint Eastwood in it.
I think it might be The Deadpool.
The Deadpool, right. That's the difference.
I might be wrong there.
No, I think you were probably right. The Deadpool would make more sense. So there you go. That explains that. So Deadpool is a film you decided to choose. Could you tell us briefly as to why?
I thought the timing was spot on because we've got Wolverine and Deadpool, or Deadpool and Wolverine, whichever way around they've named it. I can't remember, coming out in the next few weeks. So why not hit up the original?
Makes sense. And it's going to be good because there's so many references in both Deadpool and Deadpool 2 to Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Even the actor, he's wearing a mask of him of Hugh Jackman in fucking on his face at points, and there's like a magazine with him on at some points and stuff like that. So,
and he says that thing about whose balls did he have to feel up to get a Hollywood role or something. It rhymes with Wolverine.
Yeah. Just straight away, it's clearly he's got a thing for Wolverine. Thing is, though, I'm pretty sure there's quite a bit of Deadpool and Wolverine stuff in the comics and that as well, isn't there? They have similar powers and stuff.
Well, they've both got the healing factor, and I think Wolverine and Spider-Man are two of the people that Deadpool sort of bounces around the most.
Yeah. Makes sense. With Wolverine, not so much Spider-Man. Then again, they both got funny little banter when they fight dinners, I suppose. Deadpool's a bit more over the top.
They're both wisecrackers, aren't they? It's just clearly... He's a bit like a mirror Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's, with great power comes great responsibility, and Deadpool's like, I've got superpowers, fuck it.
But he's not quite a villain. He's not a villain in the sense of, I don't know if he have been in the comics at points, but he's not right now.
When he first came out, which was in a comic called The New Mutants, he was a supervillain.
Oh,
and
right.
then he sort of became an anti-hero, because the way he started is he was a bit of a rip-off of DC's Deathstroke, who's in the Batman comics.
Wade Wilson and Slade Wilson, something like that.
But I think, compared to Deathstroke now, a lot of people wouldn't know who Deathstroke is in comparison to how many would know who Deadpool is.
Yeah, I know Deathstroke is because of stuff, including comics, games, TV shows. Well, like Teen Titans, for example, in the early 2000s, I think it was, they didn't call him Deathstroke and that, it was just Slade.
Yeah.
So, there you go. But, so Deadpool. Deadpool is about a guy who, he's like a hitman, but he seems to have kind of like a moral compass of some kind. It appears to be that way anyway. He ends up with a woman. They have sex a lot. Then he gets cancer. He gets offered treatment to help him get rid of his cancer by some shady guy who he calls Agent Smith. I'm assuming that's a reference to The Matrix.
Yeah, I think so.
And, from there, he gets his powers and all hell breaks loose.
Oh, the best thing with that Agent Smith thing, and it is probably part of the whole Deadpool breaking the fourth wall, is when he says to him that he looks like the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, when you leave him, be careful which door you go out of because you're not allowed near a school and there's a school within 40 metres or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's... But I mean, this film, from the opening credits, you can just tell where it's going.
Yeah.
Where it's all coming down, wrote by a douchebag and all that. You're just like, you know it's going to have sort of piss taken all the way through it.
Yeah, right. And I do like that it, like, when it came out, I think a lot of the big things is Deadpool going to be breaking the fourth wall like it does in the comics? Is Deadpool going to be high enough rated to like be violent like Deadpool is and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And obviously it turned out, yeah, it is. And it did have the fourth wall breaking and the immaturity and stuff like that.
I know there was nearly riots because on April Fool's Day, they put a thing up saying it was going to be a PG. And that was an April Fool's joke.
I bet people were fucking well pissed.
Oh, yeah.
PG? What the fuck? It'd be like Turtles back in the day, back in the 80s, where the Foot Clan are all robots.
Oh, yeah.
So they can get around murdering people.
The worst one I can think of with the Turtles is, I don't know if you remember, but when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film came out over here,
Yeah.
British Board of Film Classification, there was a certain guy in charge whose name I forget, and he got a real bad thing against nunchucks. He didn't want him to be seen in films. He didn't want them mentioned. So, obviously, Michelangelo's weapons are nunchucks.
Yeah.
So, watch the British cut of that film and you'd never see his nunchucks. And in fact, there's a scene where he swirls sausages around as if they're nunchucks. And the guy cut that out of it.
What?
Because using using sausages in a nunchuck style was seen as too violent. Yet, the other turtle can carry katana swords that cut you in half.
That's a daft. That's really stupid. I don't get that. That makes no sense to me. Like, why? Why would you ban nunchucks and not a sword?
It's just a crazy old guy in charge of BBFC?
BBFC,
who's got a real thing against nunchucks. He had them cut out of the Bruce Lee films because you can punch a million people and break their necks, but don't nunchuck them.
That just doesn't make sense to me. Then again, you've got things like Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in Europe, not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, because it was deemed too violent to call something ninja, wasn't it? Oh,
yeah. Does that work?
Nah, it's strange. It's strange, isn't it?
It is peculiar. It is very peculiar. So then, with Deadpool, I haven't taken any notes. I did tell her that I didn't take any notes for Deadpool because I sat down, wrote the title down on my paper when I was going to start taking notes, and then I just watched the film and didn't take any notes at all. Did you take some notes?
Not really, no. It's a hard film to take notes on because I didn't want to stop watching it.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, and it's like you just get into it. It's like that with some films, even some of the bad films. I didn't write many notes because I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? And it's like hard for me personally. It's hard to take notes when you're writing a film because it's like, oh, I like this bit, this bit was shit, but there's like no real in-depth writing there. If that makes sense, it's like that person's crap. Or, oh, look, that bit there in the film is funny. Ha ha ha. Well, you know what? That's my kind of notes. Fucking shit.
The film's so full of references and in-jokes as well that if you were to note every one of them down, a podcast talking about it would be longer than the film.
Yeah.
If you were explaining it all. And some of them are really obscure. There's one and it's about 45 minutes into the film. You know where Deadpool saws his own hand off?
Yeah.
And the blood comes in Colossus's face. He says something on the lines of, "Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret." And that's to do with a book about a girl coming of age and going into puberty. And it's how many people would actually have got that reference?
I did not. I honestly, I didn't.
They just throw out like 10 jokey references, bang, 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 in the hope that you'll sort of laugh at one or two of them.
Yeah.
And it's just a relentless pace, really. And I think that's why the film feels so fast and quick.
Yeah.
Because so much happens.
It is a really fun film. Like, obviously not everyone's going to love it because some people are shit. But I really enjoyed my time with it. I thought it was really good.
I loved that it has something in it that's really 80s. The montage, where the Deadpool song's playing, and Captain Deadpool, and he shows you him tracking everybody down, and that just feels so 80s.
Yeah, he goes, Captain Deadpool, and he goes, no, just Deadpool. When the song is singing. It's like funny because it does that when they talk about his name, and then in the song itself, it actually does that same thing.
Yeah.
You know, references something that happened a few minutes ago. Brilliant.
I love in that montage where there's the girls trying to kill him, and then he hits one, and then he's like going to shoot him. And he's like, "Is it more or less sexist to shoot you? I just don't know anymore."
Yeah, that's true.
And then when he's chasing the guy with the Zamboni thing, the ice machine, he's like, "I'm going to kill you when I catch up with you." The guy's crawling along the ice. You think he's dead close to him, but he's miles away.
Yeah. I think he says, I'm going to kill you when I catch you in about 30 minutes. Yeah, because it does show from the angle where he's like right behind him. And it's like, oh, he's going to run him over very soon. Then it shows it from a wide shot. And it's like, okay, he's like miles away. Yeah, that was brilliant. I also liked it when he breaks the fourth wall at one point. He like breaks the fourth wall in a flashback kind of way, and then breaks the fourth wall again in the flashback, and actually, it's a break in the fourth wall, in a breaking the fourth wall, and something like that. He says so. It's like it's great that they kind of took their attention to detail with the way Deadpool is, because obviously he does that in the comics because he somehow knows he's in a comic.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
And I like the fact that they obviously knew things like they've got budget limitations, and they worked with them and made jokes out of them. Like there's the bit where he says, "Why is it that whenever I come to this mansion, I only see 2 of you X-Men? It's like the studio couldn't afford more."
Yeah. He also mentions it's like you were coming back to the Colossus, like you're coming back to the mansion or something like that. And he's like, "Oh, we're going to see," and I'm not sure if Deadpool says, "Are we going to see Professor Xavier?" or Colossus does, and then he's like, "Oh, is it Patrick Stewart or is it
James McAvoy?"
Yeah, James McAvoy. And he's like, "Cause it's really confusing, all these timelines and stuff." Yeah, that's great. I do like that because everyone else is like normal in the film, as if like it's all real, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
it's just and then he's like, "Yeah, what a film!" mentioning the actors' names and so on and so forth.
It reminds me a bit of the reverse of like a Muppets Christmas Carol. Because in a Muppets Christmas Carol, the Muppets are all stupid and going about the business being idiots. And then Michael Caine plays it completely straight, and that's what makes it work. Well, this is like the reverse, because Ryan Reynolds is being an idiot, and everybody else is pretty much playing it straight.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Also, one of the things I think he says after he's become Deadpool and he's all like manky looking, is he says something along the lines of, so he's talking to the woman, I forgot her name, the blind woman. And
Blind
she's like,
Al.
Blind Al, is it?
Yeah.
She says something about beauty, it doesn't matter on the outside. And she says that he says to her, "You're only saying that because you can't see me. It does matter what people look like. Do you think Ryan Reynolds gets jobs on his great performance of acting or something like that?" No, it's good looks. That kind of thing. Yeah. Basically calling himself a shit actor.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. He's not afraid to take the pee at himself, is it? And that makes him sort of more charming.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
And it's one of them films where, like when Stallone did the Judge Dredd film, they got rid of the Judge Dredd helmet as quick as possible because Stallone's face had to be there all the time.
Yeah.
Most of this, he's got either the Deadpool mask on or he's scarified up to, high heaven.
Yeah. It's like the first, say, 20 minutes, maybe it's Ryan Reynolds as normal. And after that, you don't see him again as like normal.
I do think it comes across really strong in the film that the dude does really, really care about the character and he's willing to go to the lengths to portray it correctly.
Yeah.
Even if that like minimizes his own screen time or sort of image, but
I was laughing at the film though because I forgot certain bits of it because I did watch it like years ago, and I forgot about him being shot right in the arsehole.
Right up Main Street or something.
Yeah, right up the Main Street. Yeah, fucking brilliant. I did laugh at that quite a lot, actually. I don't know what my missus thought of the film, but I made her watch it as well. Because I'm nice like
my missus watched it. I don't think you minded Deadpool, did you? Nah, she enjoyed it, she says so.
Yeah, I don't know about mine. She's out the kitchen at the minute, so I can't ask. But it's a really fun film, and I was surprised about the side characters. Like I wouldn't have expected Colossus to be in there with Deadpool for some reason.
No, he's not a character you typically in your head link with him, is he?
No, not in my head, no. And I can't remember the other character name, Mega Warhead, something or other.
Sonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah, well, she seemed pretty powerful.
Yeah, that's one thing people complain about, which doesn't bother me, but her powers in the comic are completely different.
But
they wanted the cool name that the character had, but they wanted to, have the powers appropriate to the film sort of thing.
Well, they should have decided to change the name to suit the right mutant. I don't know what that would have been, because I don't know. I haven't read comic for a long time.
I'd say the powers she shows are closer to somebody like Cannonball, but obviously they were going for a young protege type person.
Yeah. So, what did you think of this film then?
Oh, absolutely loved every single minute of it.
Yeah, same here. I thought it was brilliant.
There's nothing I can really say wrong about it. I think the music's great. I love the song Angel of the Morning, which it opens with. The Deadpool rap's brilliant. I'm a massive Wham fan, so when he's on about boomboxing Wham, yeah.
Yes, it is great. There's like with the songs and stuff. I'm not a massive Wham fan, but it is funny. And when it's like he shows her the album and she's like Wham, and he's like, no, it's Wham.
Yeah.
They earned this exclamation mark.
I mean, the film is a nerd's dream, though, isn't it? The fact it mentions things like Voltron and stuff. And...
Yeah. On about the lions that come together, and he manages to get one of them. One of the rings, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Voltron lion ring.
We had a great adventure here. We were like 3 mini lions that came together to form a giant lion.
Oh. Did you enjoy Deadpool, love? Take that as a no. She didn't. I don't know why, because it's fucking brilliant. Lots of fun.
I love it in the film when he's like, you can tell your missus it's a love story or something.
Yeah. And then
later.
Yeah, he's like, oh, did I say it was a love story? Well, it's a horror story. I do like that. Yeah, it's a really, really fun film. I don't really know what else I can say about the film other than I think it's really good. It looks good. The acting's good. Deaths are good.
I think, it's one of the best superhero movies we've had. probably because it sticks to the source material well.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take itself too seriously. And it's different enough because we went through this cookie cutter thing where it was like lead hero, big moral guy, defeat villain, boom. And the anti-hero bit helps this.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's a very popular film. I don't think it really is. But the original Punisher film, I say original with what's his name?
Are we going Dolph Lundgren original or
no,
newer?
the newer one. That's the first of the newer ones. I can't remember the guy's name. Jane something. Jane something.
Yeah, I know the film you mean. I can't think of his name.
I enjoyed that. It had John Travolta in it as well, didn't he? As the bad guy. But I enjoyed that film, and that's the same kind of thing. You know, he doesn't give a fuck and just wants revenge. Obviously, I don't think there's no superpowers in it, but it's still a good film in my opinion. But this is like fucking way up there, much better. One of the best films we've watched for this podcast by far.
Definitely.
Not that we've watched every film have been bad. You've got like the worst film we've watched is probably Cocaine Shark. The films up the top is like Deadpool and Watership Down. And like you've got Rent a Friend that are lower than it. So you've got like a good mixed balance of good films and bad films. You know, like I said, we watch anything. You know, suggestions are always welcome as well. We just like watching stuff. Except for Cocaine Shark. We didn't.
Yeah, that one.
That was shit.
I didn't like that Cloud Atlas either. That felt like a chore.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. I think that would have been better set. Like if they set it up differently, like the way Jeff was talking about the way the books were, that sounded more interesting. The problem is this sounds like the film realistically needed to be more than one film. Like make it a bit shorter, so it's 2 hours, and like make another film that's another 2 hours, because it was like 3 hours long and it just fucking dragged.
Oh yeah,
something needed to be done. And like
I couldn't imagine seeing that in cinema.
No,
that would have been harrowing.
Yeah, I would have just had a nap. I would have. I'm not joking either. But yeah, this film was really good. My takeaway from it is it's a very good film. It's surprising with Ryan Reynolds, because before this I always knew him as a like, I know he's been in some stuff more actiony, like Wolverine Origins or whatever the fuck it was called, which the Deadpool in there was fucking awful. But like mainly I knew him as like a actor for rom-coms.
Have you ever seen Van Wilder Party Liaison?
I don't know. I might have.
Oh, you've got to watch that. There's a particular scene involving a bulldog and donuts. That's all I'm going to say. People can look it up on that. But it's as gross as you can imagine.
No, don't want to watch it then. But yeah, that's what I'm used to him being in. But obviously, like he still does like the comedy stuff and that. But like he seems to have more range than I thought he had, if that makes sense. He he's more diverse than how I remembered him being, in the sense of he does more types of films than just what I remember him being as a rom-com kind of guy.
I think Deadpool's like the fourth comic book film he's done, because he was in Blade Trinity as Hannibal King.
He was, yeah.
Which I think he was all right in that. I mean, it was the worst of the Blade films, but I don't think it was his fault. I think Wesley Snipes was coked out his face by the third one. Apparently, I'm sure it was the third one. He wouldn't come out his trailer or answer any questions unless you referred to him as Blade.
Yeah, I think that is the case.
Yeah, what do you think about it? Would you like a cut? He wouldn't answer. If you went, "Oi, Blade," he'd answer.
It's daft, and also I believe that's the one where he refused to open his eyes, so they had a CGI eyes opening on him.
Yeah, I think there's something like that I've read.
Yeah, fucking crazy. I think Patton Oswalt, is that his name? He's the one who said something about that being like it. Was that, sorry, man?
He's the little dude, isn't he? He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as the clones
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a good film. And yeah, I forgot he was in Blade Trinity, but I don't like that film. I love the first Blade. And I thought the second one was alright. But he's also in the Wolverine Origins.
Yeah.
And then obviously the 2 Deadpool films, isn't there? Is there any others?
R.I.P.D. That's about some form of police.
Oh, yeah. That's based on a comic, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Rest in Peace Department, isn't it? Or Rest in Police Department.
That's it. And obviously Green Lantern, which he... Yeah.
No. Well, I know we're not talking about Deadpool 2, but I don't know if I'm going to watch Deadpool 2 anytime soon. But one thing I liked about the end of Deadpool 2 is obviously it's all based around like time travel and stuff and cables in there. And then obviously they save the day. And then Deadpool then goes back in time and removes the ship from Wolverine Origins. So that didn't happen. He goes back in time to stop fucking Green Lantern happening. So technically that doesn't happen in his universe. It's fucking brilliant. It's like, nah, fuck that. Because obviously he knows that was a fucking bad decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was a crap film. But,
well, in this one, he says something, doesn't he, about don't make the super suit CGI and don't make it green or something like that.
Yeah. I also like the credits, actually, the intro credits. And it's like, it's not naming, like, it's normally like the names of the actors. In this, it was like a CGI man, a young woman, a child, sexy man, which is meant to be him, I think. And then really attractive woman, which is like, is Mrs. Obviously, CGI guy is Colossus.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And it's like, okay, I don't know any of these people. I'll have to check them out on Internet Movie Database. But yeah, I really enjoyed Deadpool. I didn't enjoy Deadpool 2 as much as Deadpool when I watched it. But I'm really looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine because I think that'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, to see them two on screen together, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds for a long-term film, great.
Yeah, I'm going to be enjoying it. My kid was on about going to watch it, but I think he's going with his friend, so I'll have to just go on my own. I'm not going with his friend. That's weird. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine. I wonder what I obviously my personal opinion is they start off, they fight, and then they work together to kill the bad guy. Probably.
Yeah, that's the usual way these sort of films go into.
Yeah.
So
should be fun to check out.
I really hope that Deadpool 4's Deadpool and Spider-Man.
That would be cool, but I reckon I don't even know if they're going to do another Deadpool. Never know with bloody fucking Disney now, innit?
I suppose it depends how much money this one makes, doesn't it?
Yeah, hopefully it makes tons and they make a fucking fourth one. Deadpool and Spider-Man would be cool. They can wisecrack together. Like they should.
I think that's the problem with these Marvel films. They're good when they're like one character. Then when you get two characters, it's good because it's how they ping pong off each other. But when they do the massive ensemble ones of loads, everybody gets a bit lost.
I'm way behind on the Marvel universe, to be honest with you. So, like, if I watch Deadpool and Wolverine and there's spoilers from anything after the first Ant-Man, I'm fucked. Because I haven't watched them because I was just like, I can't be arsed anymore. I haven't seen Endgame or anything.
Oh, I have. I've seen the second Ant-Man. Where am I? What Ant-Man? I've not seen the third Ant-Man. What else have I seen?
There's loads I'm behind on. I'm on like the fucking first wave, third wave's in my fourth wave.
Oh, I've not seen the second Captain Marvel film, The Marvels or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from, I think it's Doctor Strange onwards.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen the Spider-Man films, and I fucking love Spider-Man.
Oh, you've got to watch the third Spider-Man film. That is amazing.
I gotta watch all 3. But I'm naughty. I'm a naughty boy.
Well, it's just too many things come out nowadays.
It
isn't
is,
there?
yeah. Between
That's the time
films
for it
and
all.
games and just like, and TV shows. It's like when I have a chance to sit down and watch something like for a little bit. I've been watching Taskmaster with the missus.
Oh yeah.
Because I've seen up to the series with Rob Brydon in it, and that's as far as I got. But I put it back to the beginning so my missus hasn't seen it, and we've watched 4 series so far. It's just hilarious. So good. Does make me laugh. Anywho, is there anything you'd like to add about this film before we end?
No, just if you're going to go see the 3rd one, then I'd give this one a watch again.
Yeah, can't disagree with that. That is going to be us. We will see you again soon. The next film we're watching is a good one. Anyway, so see you later. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Wait! You may be wondering why the red suit. Well, that's so bad guys can't see me bleed. This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants.